then she has to give her breast 10 times.
Okay.
10 times her breast.
What happened then?
Yeah, I was asking a simple question to Shamsi that can you find this goat here, the goat which has eaten the Quran,
Okay.
because Muhammad's wife Aisha, she said that when Muhammad was on the deathbed, there was a passage of the Quran under his pillow,
Okay.
and the goat came or sheep came and ate the Quran. I was simply asking Shamsi that please find this goat or tell us what was the portion of the Quran which was eaten by the goat or the sheep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't like that.
No, he didn't like it.
Okay. The thing about the Quran, from what I understand, and I'm not a Muslim,
Yeah.
Quran means recitation. So it's something that was always recited, and from the time of the beginning of Islam, and as the Quran was revealed, there were always Muslims who had memorized the whole Quran. So it was more something that you memorize and recite.
Yeah.
The fact that it's written down is just
Yes.
it's not so important. And originally it was written on bones. It might have been written on paper. So if a page was lost or destroyed, it wouldn't take anything away from the book. I've heard Muslim scholars say you could throw every Quran in the world into the ocean, and there would always be someone who's memorized the entire Quran, and they would agree with what's in the Quran and what isn't in the Quran.
That's a clear-cut lie from Muslims. You know why? Because up till today, all the scholars, they are saying that because this portion of the Quran is eaten by the sheep,
Yeah.
has not been found, and no one has memorized the entire portion.
But there's always been
Only-
people who memorize the whole Quran, right?
Huh?
People who are Quran Hafiz have memorized the entire Quran, and there have been many from the time of its revelation until
how can they memorize the Quran when that portion is not even codified in the Quran? Yeah.
What do you think was written on that part of the Quran? Why is it important?
Yeah, the few verses which Aisha, Muhammad's wife, she mentioned that the portion of this Quran is talking about if the woman want to be a mahram. Mahram means acquaintance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone you can't get married to, right?
Yeah. If she want to
So a
be
brother would be a woman's mahram, or a father would be her mahram.
mahram, yeah.
Someone she can't get married.
Yeah, male.
Okay.
If she want to be a mahram to somebody
Yeah.
who is not a relative of her,
Yeah.
then she has to give her breast 10 times.
Okay.
10 times her breast to the person to suck.
Because Islamically, a child who's breastfed by the same mother becomes a brother or sister.
Brother.
This is a cultural practice.
That's why cultural
Okay.
practice, and that same practice is carried on up till today. Up till today, because this practice is being practiced on the time of Hajj.
Okay.
On the time of Hajj,
Is it really?
when the woman goes there and they don't have a mahram there, then they have to do this practice.
Okay. And why is this of interest to you? Why are you focusing particularly on this one? Or is it just something that came
Yeah, because this portion is, they says it's a divine law.
Okay.
It's a divine law. According to according to Sharia law, whatever comes from hadith and Quran, it's they called a divine law.
Well, a lot of people would say that the Quran is more authentic than the hadith, more authoritative.
That's right.
And if there are any hadith that disagree with something in the Quran, then perhaps we shouldn't look at the hadith and we should go to the Quran. But I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what some people might say.
But these verses which I'm talking about,
yes,
that stoning to death and feeding breast, giving breast 10 times to a mahram, these are the portion of the Quran.
It would be difficult to do that if you're meant to be covered in front of these people, right? If you're
sorry.
I mean, how could you breastfeed an adult male?
Yeah. This is what we are saying. This is what we are saying.
Okay. But are you bringing it up as an argument?
If this is morally disgusting, morally this is not a good thing. How can this be religiously?
Why is it not a good thing?
It's not good thing because how can a woman who is in her good sense, she give her breast 10 times to a person in order to shake hand or sit together.
Odd, but I'm sure there are things in the Bible from 2,000 years ago that would seem a bit strange to us now. I don't have the answer, and I'm not an expert.
No,
but I appreciate you bringing it up and speaking to me.
I just hope we do these things delicately. There is no such thing which is called a divine law. That a woman need to give her breast 10 times in order to be acquainted with others.
Okay.
So Bible doesn't talk about all this.
Is that your main argument against Islam?
Many other.
Okay.
Many other.
This is one that you brought up today.
Many other. Many other.
As long as we do it respectfully.
See, I have an objection on muta.
Okay. Yeah.
You know muta.
Temporary marriage.
Temporary marriage. I have objection on halala.
Is divorce allowed in Christianity? Do you think people should be allowed to get
in certain times?
Do you agree with divorce?
Of course.
Jesus said, "What God has joined, let no man tear apart."
That's true. But Jesus also said, if the woman is becoming a harlot or a woman is becoming a prostitute, then of course.
So under certain circumstances, divorce is okay.
That's right.
Therefore, under certain circumstances, temporary marriage is okay. A marriage that ends up in divorce is by definition a temporary marriage, right?
No, temporary marriage is a different thing.
Well,
that's a prostitution. That goes to prostitution.
Why is that worse? If two people mutually agree to be married for a certain period of time and they're okay with it, why is that worse than a couple who promise to be married forever?
So according to your word, prostitution is okay then, This is how the prostitution is.
People might use it in order to facilitate prostitution. I don't think it's a good thing to reduce those kind of relations to some kind of transaction. But the institution of marriage for years has treated women like possessions, and the father gives away his daughter to go and be part of another family. I don't believe in any of that. I think people are equal. Men and women are equal.
That's why.
There's many things I can say about many religions.
That's why we say don't even encourage muta. Don't even encourage muta.
The vast majority of Muslims do not agree with muta. Even within Muslims, I believe that the Sunni Muslims
if this is a part of Quran, if that is a part of Quran, and
but do you understand the concept of abrogation?
Oh yeah, abrogation.
So certain things have been cancelled. Certain laws in the Bible have been replaced by other laws in the Old Testament, replaced by the New Testament.
This is God's divine law, and some person who is a sinner person can demolish and can finish the law.
Everyone has their own religion.
No.
You're Christian.
How
right?
can?
Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
So the Jews would say to you, Jesus came along and he's just a man, he's a human being, and he invented all these man-made laws, and we don't want to listen to Jesus. Muhammad came along with some new laws, and the Christians said we don't want anything to do with it because we're Christians.
Jesus said, I have come to fulfill the law.
Okay.
Yeah? I have not come to demolish the law.
How come Christians
Jesus
eat pork now?
Yeah?
Pork is forbidden in the Bible, but most Christians agree that you can eat pork because that law has been abrogated by what Jesus said.
No, but the Bible also says that camel is a haram as well. Camel is a haram as well. Okay. You know the criteria which Bible has given. You know it.
Would you eat pork yourself?
Do you know the criteria of the Bible?
No.
Why this is halal and why this is haram?
Oh, is it to do with the hoof?
Hoof and cud.
Okay, that choose the cud and you can't eat shellfish. But would you eat pork yourself?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay,
I don't.
Well, good for you.
But I also worship on Sabbath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a Seventh-day Adventist?
That's right.
Okay,
that's right.
Very interesting.
So I'm Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay.
And I don't eat pork.
Okay.
I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Do you believe in a Trinity? Is God a Trinity?
Yes,
okay.
I do.
It's Father,
Son, and Holy Spirit.
But I would imagine some of your beliefs are closer to the Muslims than many of the other Christians.
In what way?
Well, accepting that the Sabbath is on the seventh day.
Yes. Do the Muslims believe Sabbath is on the seventh day?
The Muslims have their day of congregation on the Friday, but I'm sure they
No. But according to the Islamic law, according to the Jewish law, and according to the biblical teaching, the Saturday is the Sabbath.
Muslims would agree with that.
Huh?
Muslims would agree, right?
They don't. They said Jummah is the seventh day.
They pray together in congregation. That's what the word Jummah means on Friday. They would acknowledge in the world being created in 6 days. I would imagine. In Arabic, Yom Sabt.
What does the fourth commandment say?
You'll have to remind me. You'll have to remind me. Keep the Sabbath day holy.
Yes. Okay. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days.
I'm not saying you're going to agree with everything Muslims say.
No.
Otherwise, it would be the same religion. If we look for commonality,
I even don't agree with one thing of Muslim. Not anything.
Okay. One God.
One thing.
Do you believe in God?
Huh?
Do you believe in God?
I believe in Yahweh God.
Okay.
I believe in Yahweh God, not Allah.
You believe in Abraham?
I don't believe Allah.
Okay.
Yeah, Allah, according to Quran and Hadith, is a pagan god.
Okay. Have you ever met a Muslim that you liked?
Huh?
Have you ever met a Muslim person that you got on well with?
I love Muslim.
Okay.
But I hate their ideology. I hate those Muslims who are sending their daughters to Syria. I hate those Muslims. Whether it's people here or anywhere.
Well, let's love conquer hate. God is love. I'm sure you agree with that.
Of course, this is what Jesus said.
With forgiveness.
This is what Jesus said. Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself.
Absolutely. And that includes our Muslim neighbor, our Jewish neighbor, our atheist neighbor.
I love them.
Good.
I love them, but I hate their ideology. Okay. And I openly say that I hate your ideology. I love you as a human.